Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And his throw here is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Daniels looking to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
To the air goes Daniels.
That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. Here's Daniels. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Terry McLaurin, 27 yards.
And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon.
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Seven 0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
To throw is Daniels.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Got a man. It's Brown. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's 1st down.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Complete to Zacchaeus. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Eckler will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Robinson is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Jaden Daniels
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Motion left, Smith. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Dorrance Armstrong.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up a throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. They go play action. Daniels.
Under pressure, and down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
3rd down and 13. Now Daniels.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Barkley, inside handoff.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 8. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing is Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Barkley going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Barkley again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Commanders preparing for their next possession.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 9.
Again, it's Robinson.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
This is brought in at the 21. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now 3rd down and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. All the option left, it's Hurts.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And this will be caught by Brown. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Elliott is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense.
He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Daniels looking to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
To the air goes Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box, we'll be sending you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Daniels.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's Daniels.
Complete to Zacchaeus. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Now 2nd and 5.
Back to throw again. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. So the completion good for just 3. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll bite, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 43.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Robinson on a give right side.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool him a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool him on that play.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Daniels from the gun on third down.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now Daniels.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change, because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hurts.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Now back to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there.
Throwing is Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. A give to Robinson on the option.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Daniels.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Play action, now it's Daniels. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 18.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now a 2nd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Dorrance Armstrong, his 2nd sack of the night. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing now is Daniels.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels.
That is caught.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6. Off the play fake, Daniels.
It's complete to Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
To the air goes Daniels.
Man open left side is Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 66 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Daniels looking to throw.
Complete to Zacchaeus. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Daniels.
Touchdown! Olamide Zacchaeus. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll drop to throw.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game. but it winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 103 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
To throw is Daniels.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Now Daniels.
This will be caught at about the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Dorrance Armstrong bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. Hurts. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for their strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They'll run again here with Robinson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Seibert's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Throwing is Hurts. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away, because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.